Many people think loneliness is a bad feeling, like being alone and wanting to avoid it. But if we look closer at being by ourselves, we'll see something important. Loneliness can actually help us succeed. In a world that's always busy and full of distractions, spending time alone can help us discover more about ourselves, be more creative, and grow as individuals. This can lead to extraordinary success. So what does loneliness truly signify? How is it related to achieving significant success in life? Find all the answers by watching today's video until the end, as you all know that. When you stand alone, you find your truest self, and that's the person who can conquer anything. In isolation, find inspiration. In solitude, discover the strength to conquer. Being alone gives you a chance to think about yourself. You can understand your thoughts and feelings without other people affecting you. When you're by yourself, you can face your fears, figure out what you're good at and not so good at, and really get to know who you are. Knowing yourself is important because it helps you succeed by letting you match your goals and actions with what you truly believe in. The path to success often winds through the landscapes of loneliness, where your character is forged and your vision refined. A 27-year-old businessman from Kushinagar named Raghunath was leading a family life. Despite being engaged in his business for an extended period, he faced stagnation. Over time, both his business and family life became entangled with complications, causing a lack of peace in his tumultuous and noisy existence. The primary concern was Raghunath's inability to repay a substantial amount of money borrowed from the market at high interest rates. A well-intentioned friend provided a glimmer of hope amid Raghunath's despair. Recognizing Raghunath as an honest and diligent individual, the friend suggested, "I believe there is something amiss in your lifestyle, leading to these challenges." In the Buddhist ashram in Kashi Valley, an elderly monk named Shrikant resided. This wise and knowledgeable man was recommended by the friend as a potential solution to Raghunath's problems. The friend encouraged Raghunath to meet Shrikant the next day, expressing optimism that this encounter would resolve his issues. Despite having never visited a Buddhist monastery before, Raghunath decided to take the advice and seek guidance from Shrikant. While at the Kuwaita shrine, it seemed as though he could hear the sound of his own breathing, the teachings of birds, and the cool breeze. In the distance, a young monk was gathering apples beneath a tree and placing them in a basket. Raghunath approached him and expressed, "I wish to meet Shrikant." The monk, wearing a white smile, simply gestured in the direction. Raghunath observed an elderly monk seated in Padmasana on the shore of a secluded lake quite a distance away, serenely gazing into the deep blue water of the lake. He resembled a stone statue. As Raghunath approached and bowed, the old monk Shrikant invited Raghunath to sit beside him. Raghunath stated, "Oh, great monk, I come to you with a significant problem in my life." The old monk smiled gently and responded, "Every human being faces challenges in their lives. Without problems, people are not complete." Raghunath remarked, "But my problem is entirely different. Whether in family life or business, everything is in disarray. There's a burden of debt with high interest, and my business is deteriorating every day. I am burdened with thousands of worries and problems. There is no peace in my noisy life, master. I seek some peace." After a long silence, the old monk calmly said, "There's only one way to fix everything. Embrace being alone, live away from everyone. In 2 months, your life will change, and you'll find eternal peace." From that point, Raghunath chose to live by himself. Just like the monk advised, he didn't talk to his wife, parents, or anyone in the house. He stayed in a separate room, upsetting his family. He even avoided talking to customers in his business, so they stopped coming. He cut off ties with his friends too. Living alone made everything worse. His family worried, his business failed, and even the little help he got from friends stopped. His debts kept growing. As problems piled up, Raghunath went back to the monk after a few months. He said, "Master, you told me to be alone, to isolate myself, but my business is ruined. My family's in more trouble, and my life's even harder now. What should I do?" The old monk looked into Raghunath's eyes for a long time and said, "Come with me." Wondering, Raghunath asked, "Where?" Without answering, the monk took Raghunath's hand and led him along a narrow mountain path. Despite Raghunath asking many questions during the walk, the monk stayed silent. After about an hour and a half, they reached a village fair in the mountain valley. "Shrikant," the old monk asked Raghunath, "how many people are here?" Raghunath said, "Master, at least a couple of thousand people." Shrikant then said to Raghunath, "You are surrounded by thousands, but who among them is with you?" Raghunath replied, "Master, there are thousands of people here, but I am alone." Gurudev smiled gently and told him, "Now close your eyes and listen deeply. Pay attention to what you hear." Closing his eyes, Raghunath listened to the mix of sounds from the fair. When he opened his eyes, he said, "Master, I don't hear any sounds separately. I hear a great commotion together." Gurudev advised, "Now listen more attentively. Try to hear your own heartbeat." This time, amid the bustling fair, Raghunath closed his eyes calmly. The noise gradually faded, and after a while, he began to perceive his own heartbeat. Opening his eyes, Raghunath said, "Yes, Master, I can hear my heart beating." Shrikant, the old monk, explained, "Being alone doesn't mean staying away from others. It means feeling solitude, even when surrounded by everyone, like in this fair. You will be with everyone in your family, in the market, in your business, in this world, and walk alongside them. However, your inner self will remain alone. Embracing this life of solitude, you will unite with your inner self and discover the reservoir of life force within yourself. We may not always feel alone, but sometimes we get caught up in illusions and expectations. When we look around, we might think there are many people with us, but in reality, we often feel lonely. Embracing and understanding this feeling of being alone can help us learn more about ourselves and stay focused. People who can concentrate like this tend to do well in all areas of life. This kind of focus turns everyday actions into a sort of yoga that applies to family, work, and social interactions. By following this approach, we can achieve success. Start learning to be comfortable with being alone today, recognizing past mistakes, and following the teachings of the wise Shrikant. In just a few days, you'll see improvements in business, relationships, and family life. Within a year, you can overcome life's challenges and live more peacefully. Good thoughts often start when you're alone. When you're by yourself, your mind can freely explore new ideas and make connections that might be hard to find in a busy crowd. Many famous thinkers, artists, and innovators have said that their best ideas came to them when they were alone. Being okay with being alone can help you be more creative and come up with new and innovative ideas, which can lead to success. Being alone can actually inspire new ideas and inventions. When people are by themselves without distractions, they can think more freely and come up with creative thoughts. Many important discoveries and breakthroughs have happened when people had the time and space to think deeply. Loneliness also teaches important lessons. It helps people become more self-reliant and resilient as they face challenges on their own. Dealing with solitude can make individuals more comfortable with themselves, promoting independence and a strong sense of who they are. The key to success often starts with the echo of your own determination in the silence of loneliness. In our busy world full of distractions, it's hard to focus, but being alone can actually help. When you're by yourself, you can escape all the noise around you and really concentrate on what you're doing. Without other things to bother you, you can focus better and get more done. Success often comes when you give your full attention to your goals, and embracing loneliness can help you achieve that intense focus. Feeling alone can change you in a good way. It makes you step out of your comfort zone and deal with problems on your own. This self-discovery journey helps you become stronger and more adaptable, which are important for facing life's challenges and achieving success. Conquering loneliness makes you tougher inside, so you're ready to tackle problems with more confidence and determination. being alone isn't always a bad thing. It can actually help you succeed. When you're by yourself, you have the chance to think about your life, be creative, focus on your work, and grow as a person. It's not about being isolated, but about using the time alone to discover your potential. In a world that always encourages being connected, taking time for yourself can be the special thing that helps you achieve amazing success. Remember, success can sometimes be found in the quiet moments when you're alone. Loneliness is not the absence of company, it's the presence of your untapped potential. If you found this helpful, please give us a thumbs up to help us reach more people seeking ancient wisdom. If you're new here, subscribe and click the notification bell for more lessons on ancient wisdom. Thank you for watching, and see you in our next video. To watch more videos, choose one of the videos that will appear on your screen now. Wishing everyone the best of luck. Thank you.